What the hell? Hold on, I need to like switch up my freaking let's see what do we have. Do I need to go dreamy? No, not dreamy. Black and white. I probably want to do a little bit of black and white. There you go. Perfect. All right. I want to do that one. Tired as hell. I'm taking some few days off. Yo, yo, what the? All right. So this is how my day's been going so far, right? Yesterday, I was supposed to make a video and everything, and then cause I was in Maine, I had to get back to CT and everything, and then so I'm supposed to make a video about Mr. Not Mr. Morale, about Family Matter versus Meet the Gram, and I'm like, holy crap, and then boom, this motherfucker drop off again last night, y'all. I know this is not about like this is not supposed to be. This is not so. I know this isn't supposed to be some freaking hip hop channel, right? But the reason I'm actually like talking about this is because it kind of fit into the stuff that I talked about. It's like when you have like grown ass men, right, versus boys, right? And I do see Drake as that personification of boyhood, the Peter Pan syndrome, the boy that won't grow up, and thinking that like I'm gonna be disrespectful towards a man, towards his family, and everything like that, and there's no consequences that comes with that. Mm. Oh, listen, I even got my girl interested in this shit, right? Like to the point that as soon as Kendrick dropped, she's just sending me them shit. Like, check it out. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Oh man, I did not expect this thing to go that way. I did not expect that at all. So, all right, for those of you catching up, how everything just started, right? So, Kendrick and Drake been throwing shots for like a while now. Ever since Kendrick made that verse on this song called Control. So then I guess because in Control, he was like, being competitive. He names a whole bunch of other rappers, how he wants to out rap them, that, their core fans would never heard them and all that stuff, right? So, people understood his competition. But Drake, being Drake, kind of got a little bit up on his feelings, right? And Drake, being Drake, he's doesn't like to confront people straight up. He's really good at sneak dissing, right? Like a lot of things that bitches tends to do, right? They just say things, and then when you try to confront them, like, I didn't say anything. I mean, that's probably how you think. That's probably how you took it, but I don't know why you're tripping. Basically, be able to gaslight you, right? Disrespect you in your face, and then pretending like, oh no, I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't. That's not what I meant, type of thing, right? So Drake is very good at sneak dissing, right? So then as the year progressed, right, he just continued to sneak this Kendrick and all that stuff, and then Kendrick threw a couple of shots his way here and there, but nothing ever comes to blow. However, now with the song like that, so then this motherfucker came through and dropped another bomb similar to Control, right, on some competitive stuff. So that of course you already know about Kendrick, not Kendrick, J. Cole. He made a response and apologized and all this other stuff. But it just it just keep going from there. It just kept going from there, man. Like what the hell? And yeah. So I'm supposed to talk about this stuff, right? Well, there's so much there to talk about. A, you have the whole these two guys beefing. B, you do have fresh Marlon, not Marlon, Fitz baby mom, fresh baby mom and stuff like that, losing the kid, kind of lying about like a whole bunch of stuff. But I'm just gonna touch on this that kind of intertwined with this whole boys versus men type of shit. So when I look at Drake, I see an individual that just doesn't seems to want to grow up, right? Because the money, the fame, and then you just screwing all these type of chicks and all this shit. Obviously, as a bachelor, life is good, right? But at some point in life, there's a level to where you have to actually take the time to raise the next generation, right? You have to take the time to actually to grow up with your audience. But it feels like Drake's music, it's like you constantly have to like keep with the third between the 13 to 18-year old fan base, right? And then, okay, to be fair, between 13 to 24-year old, that age bracket and stuff, right? And he's like that forever young type of energy. But with Kendrick, you can get a variety of things, but you also get, for the most part, things that make you think, some grown man shit. And then a family, family oriented type of individual, he's a family man type of thing. Is he perfect? Hell no. Does he make mistake? Hell yeah. But the thing about like growing up, you learn from those mistakes. Whereas if you remain a child or a boy, you just make excuses for your mistakes, right? Similar to, like, let's say every time let's say Future get a new girl pregnant, he will say some things like, "Oh, these bitches want to have my last. These bitches trying to get my last name." Like, no, dude, you just keep screwing these women's raw or whatever, and then you try to get a bag. You can't blame nobody but yourself. So it's the same thing with Drake, where it's like there's no such thing as accountability for this dude because he's a child, he's a boy mindset, Peter Pan syndrome. And then the biggest mistake he made, he go after someone else's family, attacking someone else's family, and this the type of shit that you don't do. If you're a family man, you don't go after the man's family because he's forever gonna be in your neck. And that's what one of them passport bro dudes is actually, finding out the hard way. He's like, but I apologize to you, man. What's going on? But I did say sorry. Why are you still salty about it? Because you went after someone's family. Now they're forever gonna have their foot on your neck. They're forever gonna be jabbing you just when you think you are safe. And then they're gonna come through and just poke holes in you over and over and over and over again. And this is what's happening right now with Drake and Kendrick. All right, hold on. Quick question. Two vegan had a fight. Does that count as beef? I guess it count as synthetics beef. Yeah, it's still beef, but it's synthetic. So yeah, it still count as beef. Uh so yeah, so it's like you can't. There are certain lines that you don't cross, right? And people without a moral compass can't really tell the difference. To them, it's like, oh, somebody f me over, I'm gonna do whatever is necessary, and then it doesn't matter. There's no holds bar, right? Kind of like, let's say the whole say, keep kicking a man down, right? And that's the type of thing that a lot of these guys tends to do, like, or people without a moral compass. 'Cause old school. I grew up old school and shit like that, right? Like from Haiti to whatever. Like sometimes we used to fight for fun. It was like, well, technically not for fun because we used to like to throw blows at each other. That shit used to hurt like a motherfucker, right? But there's always at some point you go your separate ways. All right, you shake hand afterward and shit, right? Or let's say you done hurting somebody and then you step back and everything like that, right? You just all right, cool. But certain lines you just don't cross. And people don't understand that once you cross those lines, there's consequences. So, all right, Drake dropped this thing and, allude to some allegation, family matter, right? Allude to some allegations that Kendrick Lamar was beating up his queen and, the short jokes that came through. That record was fire. I'm not gonna lie. That record was good. And just when I thought Kendrick Lamar was in trouble, I'm like, oh shit, he gonna have to address these things because that's some deep stuff. I think Drake came back fire and everything, right? So I'm like, oh damn, this is dope. I'm not, I can't be biased. This is dope. This is a good record. And then boom, an hour later, This fool dropped a Family Matter, right? Kendrick, no, not Family Matter. Meets the Gram. He's pretty much talking, like having a dear heart to heart moment um with Drake's family and stuff, while talking shit about Drake. Like the psychological warfare on this thing is like you don't give the audience enough time to marinate on what Drake was saying because now we're too busy wondering like, oh shit, does Drake have a daughter? Like, oh shit, is those allegations true? Does he have like, he hired pedophile in his camp and all that stuff? And then it's like, yeah, the record was like slow and methodic, and then people, the beat wasn't that great, right? But the lyrics, what the hell he was saying was just like, what? It's like when you're watching someone butchering another person, but he's doing it very slowly. He's just taking the time out. Like, it's like peeling somebody's skin off, right? That's the type of torture that I saw. And it was so hard for me to listen to this over and over again, right? Because that shit was just, it kind of remind me of when Eminem was, made that song, Kim, and it's like so long, bitch, you did me so wrong. But the anger wasn't in there, right? It was just like a serial killer that's also a that's also a psychiatrist, like Animal Lecter. There you go, like an Animal Lecter type of serial killer, like very thoughtful, very methodic, and whew, yo, that track was just like grimy as hell. Like, yo, a motherfucker did this shit to me. I don't know how the hell I would do. And just when you think he was done, just when you thought he was done with Drake, and then he just dropped, like DJ Khaled, another one. I woke up this morning and then I saw like, we're not like, you not like us. Like, what the fuck? And it's something like a club record, a club banger, Compton shit. It's like, yo, who the hell this you on a track you could dance to like that? I mean, yeah, I guess Drake did it, but it's like showing Drake that, hey, I can do it too, and I have a whole coast behind me. Like, what the? This was a psychopath. Kendrick Lamar is a fucking psychopath. Like, why you just you so hell bent on destroying this motherfucker? Because it's almost like, Drake. It's like Drake was feeling comfortable, like, yeah, teasing him, like, yo, any day now, are you gonna drop today? Like, he was feeling cocky and confident and everything like that, right? And then Kendrick came through. Oh, you seems to be in the premise that I'm locked up in here with you. No, 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 motherfucker. You locked up in here with me. And I'm like, holy shit. Holy shit. It's been so long since I've been so excited about like a beef. Is because the reason that I'm this excited about is because that's what happened when you screw with the wrong person. When you try to fuck with the wrong man, a family man, someone that actually has a lot more to lose than you. Yo, which bring us to the current state of, let's say, grown ass man versus like, let's say, manosphere dudes and stuff, right? The red pill community and all that stuff. And so I saw a video the other day with actually today, the whole with Abba and Preach. So as you all aware, Abba and Preach been beefing with Fresh and Fit for God knows how long now, for a very long time, right? And Fresh and Fit, they said some stuff about Preach's wife, which they're forever trolling them because you don't cross people with family, people who actually care a lot about their family. When you do that, makes it hard for them to have their foot off your neck, and they will forever, and I mean ever, have their foot on your neck. Just when you think you can breathe a little bit, they just come through and just put their foot on your neck. You know, you know who you are, right? So then, so then now, so Fit, not Fit, Fresh, the darker skin one, right? The one that was lying about like he went to a party with an NBA baller, and that he had like three girls at the same time, blah blah, that bullshit. So this dude ended up getting a prostitute pregnant. So he got a hooker pregnant, an escort, and this chick, I guess like try to figure, she did the math. She's like, all right, do I need to get stuck with this dude for the next 18 years? She ended up getting an abortion, right? Because I don't think she realized, put two and two together, she can make a lot more money not having a kid because there's a lot more other suckers out there versus just having one income stream from Fresh and Fit. I mean, from Fit, and that might not be stable enough or making enough money to get a good amount on child support, right? So she made the conscious decision to like abort the child, right? And all of a sudden, this chick now try to slide up in Abba's DM and stuff, right? Try to get something going with Abba. And Abba, because Abba's not a sucker like Fresh and Fit, he didn't fall for it. He didn't fall for the okey doke. And this is what happened when you have like dudes who think with their dick and guys who think with their brain, right? Because when you think with your dick, regardless, it doesn't matter what you're saying about like, yeah, fuck these hoes, these bitches and shit, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. As soon as they throw a little bit of coochie away, you fold like a bitch, right? Because that's what boys do. They don't know how to say no to coochie. That's why whenever things fall apart, they just blame only the girl. Be like, yo, she should have kept her legs closed. She should have did. She should have did that. It's like, nah, bro, dude, you don't have to say yes to every pussy that comes your way, right? And then this is why you have things like, let's say you getting prostitute pregnant and all this other shit because you just cannot keep having. You cannot keep saying yes to every pussy that comes your way. This is like the type of, Drake mindset where you just like you fucking porn star. You getting porn star pregnant, having babies by like women that you are embarrassed to be seen with, right? I'm not saying that, having kids out of wedlock is not something that happen all the time, right? But if you're not proud of who your baby mama is, that's on you. Not saying you have to marry the chick, but at least it's like, I was like, she was my friends with benefit type of chick, right? And you're not really embarrassing by her. Sometimes you go out and grab something to eat and everything, and then during the process she gets pregnant and everything, but you still don't want to. You don't want to be together, but you're not ashamed that she's your baby mama type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, yeah. But when she's an escort, and then you are a porn star like Drake did, and then you got her pregnant, you kind of ashamed of being seen with her or like being around her and all that stuff, right? And it's like it's so freaking hilarious when you see like dudes, who's like talk so much shit about like chicks that ain't shit, and then get them pregnant and then now just want to blame the girl solely. It's kind of like when you see same energy with women who talk about like these niggas and shit, and then you keep getting pregnant by these ain't shit niggas. Makes no sense whatsoever. No sense whatsoever. But anyways, so I'm not staying long. I just wanted to drop a video because I thought that was fun as hell. And if you haven't, hit the like button, subscribe down below. And yes, I will see you guys next time. Once again, I'm your host, the Haitian. So yeah, so share, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out of here. Peace.